We didn't know each other before April 9th. Most of us had never met. We might have nodded occasionally and in passing to one another on the platform now and then, but we didn't know each other. We were simply traveling together. All of us waited on the platform, patiently or nervously, pacing and looking at our watch or quietly reading our paper, easing toward work or school or later maybe a date and dinner. All of us moving in different directions, the way we all do. And when the train hissed to a stop, we lined ourselves before the doors, and when the doors slid open, we lined ourselves into the cars, spreading into the seats, the corners, standing in the aisles, waiting collectively for the doors to close and the train to jump to a start. But we didn't know each other. If we ever looked at each other, it was an accident of will. We might smile and immediately glance away, or we might not smile, an expression being too articulate, an acknowledgement of the other person. April 9th was different. On April 9th, 15 minutes into our journey, 5 minutes before the fourth stop, the lights went out in the cars and the train slowed to a halt in the tunnel. The overheads blinked off, leaving us with only the steel blue emergency lights glowing at the floor. This was after the coughing began at the front of the car, after the first man fell there and the Oriental woman began clutching her throat. We heard the brakes grab hold beneath us, heard their rasp and felt it at our feet through the floor as they closed around the tracks. Some of us were already moving toward the front of the car. A woman screamed and a child began to cry when the lights flickered and the brakes shuddered. The man at the front fell to the floor, and someone bent toward him as he began to convulse. We became one then, for a moment, all of us, there in the car.